What's going on YouTube? John Matrix here. Hope you're all having yourselves a wonderful day. We're going to be finishing up with what is currently on the Greylock series here today. We're going to be watching tape 011, preparations for a guest, Greylock Analog Horror, and we're going to then finish up with tape 012, Waking Your Subconsciousness. So links will be down below in the description to the Greylock playlist and the Greylock channel. If you're enjoying watching them along with us, go over there and give the channel a sub and give the videos a like if you enjoy them. We're doing this reaction from our YouTube members. We'd love to have you guys come in here, give your speculations, thoughts, try to piece together what's going on in this series, as well as others when we do reactions live. There's a join button underneath the video, as well as a link in the description to you know, the YouTube membership tiers of benefits that I offer. You can get early access to videos, priority in any kind of reaction requests, sub Discord channel access, etc., etc. So take a look, see if any of those have any interest for you if you decide you want to take your support to the next level. But yeah, thanks for taking the time out of your busy days to come in here, watch the video. Hope you enjoy it. But yeah, well, we're going to start off here with tape 011, preparations for a guest Greylock analog video. I wonder if they're going to do another cover-up report here. Home renovation project that brings a new spirit to an old basement. A new spirit. I get it. All right, so we got camcorder footage again. This dude trying to break into someone's place? Oh no. Not wearing gloves. Not wearing gloves. And this is just a little box in here. Is this guy gonna get trapped in here? Okay, we're getting some like electrical stuff going on. But it's interesting. So like this looks like some kind of reinforced door, and there's like literally just a little room in here. This looks like some kind of dungeon that someone has in a basement. Yeah, that's like some kind of reinforcement for the door here to like block anyone from getting out. Then we get some kind of electrical spike here. Lighting's weird. Okay. What the fuck? So you put it down, shut the door. Is there gonna be something inside here now? Is this the room where the ritual took place? We're seeing, yeah, like a haze of the ritual being overlaid. He locked himself inside the room? Oh, that's really, yeah. He's locked himself inside the room and he's gonna record what's happening to him in there. I wonder if this is someone from the construction site that's been infected or something like that, and he's like locking himself in so that he can't hurt anyone, and he's just gonna record whatever happens to him so that people have a record. What is happening? Okay. I'm gonna go back here for, wait, what have that said back up? Like, is playing this summoning things? Right? Because he hit play and that's where we're starting to get electrical interference. Like, some kind of thought forms are coming in here or something. Is it like, it sounds like it's saying sorry or something? Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. So it seems that by playing that, it's like summoning thought forms to them or something. Because obviously it's causing some kind of electrical interference on the camcorder. I don't know. Okay. Well, that was tape 011. So now we're at tape 012, Waking Your Subconsciousness. I think it's Tiffany's husband crying. It could be. And I mean, if it's saying he's sorry, was he responsible for the ritual, or is he trying to say he's sorry because he went to work and wasn't there for her? I think the crying is from the tape. Anyway, let's continue on for now. We can always get back to that because that was a short one. But anyway, so this is tape 012, Waking Your Subconsciousness. Property Views, Department of the Army. Boy, isn't this just some early 90s? I was gonna say.
Greetings.
This fucking like grid pattern. This is absolutely early 90s, and this is Simiodyne. Okay.
And welcome to the second video program in the preconditional.
Yeah, finally got TF2. Yep.
Video system for Unit 13. TF2, Waking Your Subconscious. This video cassette has been specially designed to utilize powerful psychological exercises, along with cutting-edge technology, and your own brain's neuroplasticity, to allow Unit 13 to access the deepest energy potential of your incredible mind. This will be required to increase the likelihood of prime-form cognigenesis. Before we begin, let's go over the required checklist to be sure you have everything in order, so that we won't end up with any negative or unexpected outcomes from this program. First on the checklist, ensure that you are alone and will not be disturbed for the entire duration of this program. It's critical that you do not become distracted, as working with the brain in such a way is a very delicate process.
Interesting.
Second, turn off all light sources, except for your television or monitor that you are using for this program. This aids tremendously in your brain's ability to focus, but it also can make you feel vulnerable or frightened, which are beneficial to this program achieving the desired results. Ideally, you would wait until nightfall to complete this part of the program. Third, ensure that your volume is turned up to a level where no outside or ambient noise is able to leak through your headset. This too helps with focus, but it also aids in those feelings of fear and vulnerability, which are...
So they're trying to get you in a state of fear and vulnerability to do something? That's very strange.
Where our deepest and most complex solves are rooted. Fourth, have your workbook open to the TF2 section and have your writing utensil nearby, as some exercises will require you to write. However, if for any reason you do not have your workbook, simply grab a regular notebook or some sheets of paper and write your name and TF2 at the top of each sheet you use. You will need to hand those into your program liaison, and they will take care of transferring the data from there. Once all of these conditions have been met, you're ready to continue to the next part. Now is the time to make sure that your NeuroVisor headset is correctly equipped and connected. If you need any assistance, or are looking for more information regarding the NeuroVisor, be sure to check the section.
I don't have a NeuroVisor, man. Y'all didn't send me one.
13 program handbook.
Already
this will
failing.
be your final opportunity to pause playback for the rest of this tape. Pausing after this point will cause a disruption, which could interrupt the data being collected by your headset. Your screen is about to gradually turn red. Once it is completely red, the program has officially begun, and the point of no return has been crossed. You have 10 seconds. Photosensitivity warning. Our first section, induction, contains bright flickering. If you have a photosensitivity
maybe you should have warned people before they started this, you know what I mean? Because like we're already in a process where apparently we're not allowed to turn back. Now you're letting people know that there's photosensitivity issues. Like you probably should have done that at the very beginning.
Screen. Close or shield your eyes and just listen. Once the tone in your headset changes, it will be safe to look at your screen again. Induction will begin in 5 seconds. Beginning induction. Please stare at your screen for 30 seconds.
Yeah, damn, yeah. I can't tell if there's like images that are supposed to be showing up in this or what.
Induction complete.
Yeah, I thought I saw something in there, but I don't know. It was kind of bothering my eyes, so I did have to kind of look away.
This exercise will present you with 5 separate sets of words. Each set will contain 6 words. For each set, you will have 10 seconds to choose the one word out of the 6 that you feel doesn't fit with the others, and write it down on your workbook or on an appropriately labeled piece of paper.
I always think of Johnny Mnemonic for whatever reason, that Keanu Reeves movie from like the early mid-90s. I don't know, when I see stuff like this. That and Far Cry Blood Dragon, which was the best Far Cry game. Don't at me, I will fight you.
If you do not have your workbook, simply write the numbers 1 through 5 vertically on your paper and place your answers beside each corresponding number. Now, let's begin.
There's like already like something here now. See, there's like a hand and something there. And I don't think that was there before. What are we supposed to be doing here? Well, I see these words. What is I wasn't paying attention. I've already failed. Pick the one that doesn't belong. I got it. You're about to be shown 5 sets of words. Each set is made up of 6 words. For each set, you'll have 10 seconds to choose and write down the one word out of the 6 that you feel doesn't fit with the others. Okay.
And write it down on your workbook or on an appropriately labeled piece of paper. If you do not have your workbook, simply write the numbers 1 through 5 vertically on your paper and place your answers beside each corresponding number. Now, let's begin.
Chair, table, couch, rope, bed, mirror. I mean, it's either rope or mirror, right? Chair, table. I mean, I guess mirror could be considered a piece of furniture, whereas rope would not be. So yeah, I guess rope. I think the next one is blood, because the rest of them are organs. Yeah, it'd be blood. Because blood isn't an organ, blood is just blood. This thing is becoming more visible. Wait, hold up. Hold up. All you cherish will be remade? What the? Is this Tiffany again? Is Tiffany with her dogs? Local Samaritan opens her heart and home to stray dogs. Forever friend. I don't think this was Tiffany. At the beginning, yeah, it was meant for Charlotte Megram. Can't really make out much of anything left. Jim's daughter, okay. Terrified, screaming, running, followed, hiding, visible. Huh. Terrified, screaming, running, followed, hiding, visible. Wouldn't surprise me. That could be why he's investigating this as well. I'm not really sure out of these which one I would pick. Maybe visible. The rest of these are like actions, I guess, and this is visible as like a state of being, so maybe visible. I don't know. It's like terrified is a feeling, screaming is an action you're doing, running is an action you're doing, followed is an action you're doing, hiding is an action you're doing. Visible is just visible isn't necessarily like an action that you're doing, right? So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's terrified. I don't know, because terrified's like an emotion, and the rest of these are kind of like something you're doing. I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure which one I would pick out of those. Yeah, it does. It keeps getting closer. Love contorts her flesh and bone. What the fuck, dude? Set for mutilated, disfigured, mangled, butchered, dismembered, improved. Well, improved would be the one out of those that doesn't belong. Like, are people supposed to not notice this thing getting closer and more visible? Like, is this all supposed to be a distraction for this thing to enter your mind? Whoa, what the fuck just happened with that? Where is your precious daughter, Jim? Oh, shit. Missing Charlotte Milgren. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
Priming complete.
Warning, authorized alterations detected. This device has detected unauthorized alterations to the program content of this tape. Please stop playback immediately and turn to the cassette to your program liaison. Failure to hear this warning will result in undesired consequences and could compromise your psychological well-being. Compliance is mandatory. Section 3, conditioning. Testing the way that you perceive and respond to certain stimuli.
This next section is a specialized variation of the Stroop test, which will measure multiple facets of your reaction to congruent and incongruent stimuli, while also examining how you deal with high stress, high anxiety situations. You will be shown a series of faces with emotional expressions, and the word for each emotion written on each face. The word could match the expression, like the word happy on a smiling face, or they might not match, like the word angry appearing on a sad face. You are about to begin the first testing phase of this section. This will be the easiest phase, with each subsequent phase becoming more and more difficult. Look directly at your screen and state your responses out loud. Phase 1 testing begins in 5 seconds.
We're getting closer. Neutral, huh? Oh, are we gonna like see the mask thing here? Is that why this thing has like a mask or whatever? See what it looks like, not what it says. Got it. Happy. Sad. Angry. Scared. Neutral. That doesn't look neutral. That looks a little, I don't know, that doesn't look neutral to me. Looks a little more on the angry side. You state the word written and disregard the expression. Sad, happy, neutral, scared, happy, scared. This is trying to like reprogram your subconscious. We state the expression shown on the face and disregard the word, okay? That's angry, happy, neutral, scared, not neutral. What the fuck? Okay, so this is like going through some kind of like process of trying to reprogram your subconscious in some kind of way. This fucking thing is getting closer over here, dude. Changed? No. What the fuck was that? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Not really, you know, I'm seeing him getting closer over here, brother. Ever visual security monitoring. This is the kennels, it says. What the fuck was that? Yeah, there's like some kind of creature here. It's like got red, it's got like no skin, there's like muscle and it's meaty. This is supposed to be like the tall man thing or something. What? What is that? Yeah. So something got in here where the dog kennels are. The dogs are flipping out. I'm assuming the dogs are probably going to die. This is 1992. Isn't every vigil a security company on my Simudon? I swear it was mentioned in the very, I don't remember if it was, but it wouldn't surprise me. The lights are out and the dogs aren't making any noise now. Erickson, password 123456. Okay, so this is, they have some kind of security, you know, alarm company that's monitoring them. One of the security, one of the people working for the security company saw whatever happened there, and they're calling to make sure that there's not a problem, I'm assuming. There wasn't a break-in.
Hello?
Yes, hello, this is Troy with Evervigil Security. Am I speaking with Charlotte Melgren?
Yes. What happened this time?
Miss Melgren, we've detected some unusual activity at Forever Friends Kennels. Our system alerted us that kennel door 1 was open and then closed unexpectedly, followed by a power outage. Is it correct that your primary residence is the first unit at Forever Friends?
Yeah. Yeah, but
Yep.
okay, so I'm not the one who got the security system. It was my dad. So I don't know if there's some way to fix this or whatever, but you guys have called me in the middle of the night like 5 times in the past couple of weeks, and it's all turned out to be false alarms. Every time.
I'm so sorry about that, ma'am. I can take a look into why that might be happening if you'd like, but first I need to be sure that you're in a safe situation.
Well, he said it's Unit 2 that it's happening to, and she lives in Unit 1 at the residence. So she's in the opposite building, right? So we're what, 1143? Let me rewind here just a minute here. So like, that's Unit 2 where the kennels are. She's right in here. And this is the place where it goes out. See, now the door's open because it got inside where the kennel is. And then the door shuts, and then the power goes out in there. And then she's in here. If that's the case, though, like her power's on, like she's got the lights on, you would think that hearing the dog's bark would wake her up if she's right here, right? I know it would wake me up. Well, she's the heavy-ass sleeper. But it's interesting that the dogs, like, immediately stop barking.
Currently alone?
Yeah, it's just me. But I'm looking out the window right now, and everything seems fine. I mean, the power's out, but it literally goes out all the time over there, so I'm just gonna go flip the breaker.
Interesting, yeah. You're pointing out that it's going after Jim's daughter. What if it's the case where, like, the worship of this creature, you can get it to do other things, right? Because if you remember in one of the earlier videos, they're trying to say that thought forms can't hurt people and you can get them to do certain things. What if you're able to, you know, if enough power, concentration from people, whatever, could influence it enough to do what you want it to do? So maybe that's what's going on here. Maybe this cult or Simiodine or whatever has influenced this thought form or whatever to go out and do this. They're attacking Jim's daughter.
Ms. Melgren, we strongly advise against going
Because maybe he was
outside
getting
around
too
the
close
kennels,
to something.
especially with the power outage. We can call to have a police officer dispatched, and they can make sure it's safe before you...
Wait, hold on. Is there any way we don't have to do that? I have to be up at 6, and the last time it took them over an hour to get here. For nothing. Please.
Ma'am.
Like I said, this has happened a ton of times, and plus the dogs aren't even barking. If someone was in there, they'd be going crazy by now.
Ma'am, I could get in a lot of trouble if anything happened and I didn't call anyone. It's company policy.
How about this? I'll keep you on the phone while I go, okay? I'll switch to my cordless and everything. If anything happens at all, you can call the police.
Miss Melgren.
I will even grab my flashlight. Please. I have a lot going on tomorrow, and I really just want...
Well, I feel like Simiodine sent that mimic thing after the archaeologist, right? Because he's going to expose them what happened to Paul and the miners. I don't know. Maybe that was the case. I think he had already sent the information, though, so maybe it was a situation where, yeah, they got to him beforehand. It is also interesting. I don't know. Because, yeah, he, like... Well, it could also be just indicating that somehow this thought form is able to open doors, right? And get into locked places. Maybe that's why in the previous video we just watched, the guy was trying to listen to the camcorder, or not the camcorder, but the recording in a room where the door was barred. So it can't open the door, right? I don't know, but you would think it would be intelligent enough to then, you know, lift the 2x4 out of the door. But so it's able to essentially open locked doors and get in and shut doors. And then it waited in the basement for the archaeologist and then got him. So maybe it is. Maybe they're using this as some kind of like assassin creature to go after things. I think this may have been an instigating event for Jim. Maybe somebody happened here and make them want to investigate, become skeptic. Maybe they can send Tom in after people, or maybe it's the cult.
I want to get back.
I don't know.
Just let me at least check tonight's footage to make sure everything looks okay first, all right?
Yeah, of course. Go for it.
Okay. let me see here.
Playback error, so it's able to like mess up electronics too.
Huh. Okay, I'm getting an error. It's not letting me review it.
Well, I can just head over really quick. Like, real quick.
Well, there's no motion alert in tonight's logs, so... okay, just please be quick and safe.
Thank you. Seriously, I'm gonna go throw some clothes on and, you know, grab the cordless, okay?
Yeah, all right. I'll look into the false alarms you mentioned and see if I can figure out what's going on with that.
Okay, be right back.
Wouldn't he be able to like watch the camera as she's going out there? File corrupted. Nothing on that one. Okay, so on 8.9 we see the door open and close. These files have been corrupted and changed. Either they've been changed or just corrupted in general. So either A, the creature's able to fuck with electronics, or B, this company is, you know, run by Semiodyne and they're corrupting the files, right?
Okay, on the cordless. Got my flashlight. Still there?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, heading outside.
Oh, you can see it on the fucking roof, brother!
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Heading outside
Nope.
now.
There's
I'm
something
going
on the
right
roof
across
there,
the
brother.
camera, so just
How do you
hang
not
on,
see
I'll be
that?
back.
Okay.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's the tall man thing. Bro. Is this is going back to the SCP? Is this not the fucking old man? You know? The old man SCP. It's supposed to be like some tall weird guy who can like port in and out things and has like, you know, his own little pocket dimension that it can bring people into and shit. Is that what's happening here? Are we getting back into the SCP? Anyway, just a little tangent.
Okay, I'm inside. And yep, the power is definitely out. Okay, I'm just gonna go check on the dogs real quick on my way to the basement. But everything seems fine.
I'm really not sure this is a good idea, Miss Mulgrew. Listen, something's wrong with the recordings I'm seeing of your home.
What do you mean wrong?
Honestly, I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking at here. It seems like the camera's glitched out or something, but the previous calls you've been getting, they weren't false alarms. Yeah, again, I'm not sure what's going on here, but something's been stalking around your property for a while now. I'm not sure how the previous people who called you didn't notice.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, something like what, an animal or?
No, well, I don't know, actually. Listen, I just think you should go back to your house, okay? Please.
Okay, yeah, you win. Let me just make sure that the dogs are okay, and I'll head back over. They're just right here.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna try to look over tonight's footage again, just in case it's decided to work.
Okay. Hi, babies. Hi, Mama.
What's wrong?
I don't know. You okay, buddy?
Charlotte? What's going on?
The dogs aren't moving. They're all just standing here.
Well, it's late, so maybe they're just tired or something.
Yeah.
But let's get you back.
Not it. They're just standing here, not moving. Like, at all. Like, not even their eyes. It's like... Oh my god, it's like they're fucking dead, but they're not.
What the fuck?
Yikers,
You
brother.
need to get out of there and return to your house immediately. I'm sending your information to the police right now.
What's going on?
Get the hell out.
And all current information, including log data and reports to local
Out
authorities.
of the kennel,
Okay,
now!
fuck, I'm leaving.
What was that? Are you okay? Charlotte? Charlotte, are you okay?
It ripped my flashlight.
Charlotte?
It ripped my flashlight and gone. It's gone. It's gone. Something ripped it out of my hand. I can't see anything. Please fucking help me, please. Something's in here. Wait.
Okay, Charlotte, I've sent your information to the
ETA 23 minutes. That's going to be a little too
North
late.
Adams PD, okay? They responded that an officer will be there in 3 minutes. Do you think you can...
Okay, 3 minutes.
Charlotte, listen, you need to try your best to be calm and just listen to me, okay? Can you find your way out?
I'm trying. Where's the fucking door? This doesn't make any sense. The door's fucking gone.
Charlotte, you're gonna be okay. Just listen to me right now.
She ain't going to be okay,
You
brother.
on the wall until you get to a door or a window, okay? Do it right now, nice and quick, all right?
Please.
Hold on.
Jesus.
The door is gone. What? There's no door here. That's where the door was before, right? Am I crazy? The door is gone. There's literally no door, and the window there is gone too, right? What? This thing can manipulate reality too? What the fuck, brother?
Please. Oh God, please. This doesn't make any sense. It's like a totally different fucking building. The wall just keeps going. There's no windows. There's no doors. This isn't fucking possible.
Just keep going. Stay focused. There must be...
Keep going where? There's no door for me to go through. Okay, well, let's keep this going.
Feeling our way out, Charlotte. Don't let anything distract you. Great job, Charlotte.
Yeah, Troy.
Okay.
What the fuck? Now it's back. Now the window and the door are back.
I'm out and the door's locked.
Okay, very good, Charlotte.
So it is like toying with her. It's like, okay, you can't escape, blah, blah, blah. Trying, like, is it trying to make her feel like a certain kind of fear, like those emotions or whatever that we saw on the screen? And so it's like manipulating things to do that. Now it's trying to get away.
You're doing great. I need you to tell me what room you're in so I can inform the officer. Are you able to see now, even just a little?
Yeah, I can't see anything, no. It makes no sense. Nothing is making sense. I have no clue where I am.
Yeah.
It's so dark.
Well, this is also 1992. So this is a few years before what happened to the little girl.
If it's really this dark, or if I'm
Breathe,
blind.
Charlotte. Breathe. You need to try and stay as calm as you possibly can.
Yeah, like I'm wondering, like, does it try to make its victims feel like all the various emotions and run through all the various things that we saw on the screen, you know, beforehand? Because she was supposed to watch this, right? You know, so is this like a situation where, like, if someone watches this, they become a victim of this thing? Is this supposed to be kind of like The Ring in a way, or if you watch the tape, within 7 hours you're gonna die? Like, because this tape was supposed to be specifically like made for this woman. So like, did she watch this and now this thing's been after her and it's trying to make her go through all those various things, you know, which is also an indication as to why that thing kept getting closer. Right. Yeah. Like the video is trying to make you feel vulnerable and afraid because that's how you get closer to your inner psyche. Yeah, and it might feed on those kind of emotions and stuff like that.
It's that dark. Whatever's in there probably can't see you either, okay? So it's important that we stay very quiet until the police arrive. Very quiet.
Okay.
Okay, good. Stay right where you are. Keep your back against the wall. All right, the officer's just down the road right now. You're going to be okay. Now listen, I'm going to stop talking so we can be completely quiet. But no, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere until you're safe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Maybe you should have fucking listened to him in the first place, and you wouldn't be in this situation.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I should have listened to you.
Yeah, you should
It's
have.
all okay. We're going to get you out of there. Now, no more talking.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, where's the mobile task force, brother? Like where's the mole boys coming out here? Whatever they're called, I forget their name. But like, it's interesting. So like, it removed the window and the door, so they weren't there. And then it also apparently has like frozen the dog somehow. Like they're just there paralyzed. They're not able to move. They're not barking. They're not doing anything. Like she said, they're like essentially dead, but standing. So like, they're just paralyzed, you know, to keep them from being able to like do anything and give away the position or something. It's interesting that she lives right here, but never heard them too. That's just weird to me. Yeah, it's definitely playing with her, dude. Like it could have easily killed her by now, for sure. For sure. And I mean, like, if the sole goal was like this was a predator to like eat her, you know what I mean? Like some, like, you know, a lion hunting something or something, like any kind of predator we know that would be hunting something for the purpose of like eating it for sustenance, shoot him and dead already. Like it would have ambushed her when she walked in the dark and killed her by now. So that's not the goal, it seems. The goal seems to be it toying with her in some way. Whether it's because, like we said, maybe the theory is that, you know, because this tape was supposed to be tailored for her, so maybe it's making her go through a certain series of emotions before it kills her, or maybe that's what it feeds off of, the emotions of fear, etc. And so that's why it's toying with her. You know, I don't know. What also kind of nixes the assassin theory, so you know, I want to wrap it up quick. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're different things. Because, like, where are we at right now? We're at 2053. Let me... Because the thing is, though, we saw its face. We saw its face right here.
Oh my God, it's like they're fucking dead.
And there's no mask on it.
What?
Like, there's no mask on it here. So is this a different creature? Because this happened in 92, and the things that we've seen before with the mask happened in the 80s. You know what I mean? So, like, are these different things? Is this something else that was like, is this maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just wondering if there's also different things going on now, too. Yes, definitely isn't the masked entity. I still think the masked entity and standardized weaponized thought form. I think the tall man was in the mountain. Maybe what I think the masked one might be under Simonette's control, or maybe they're leading us on to kill certain targets, unlike the other, which I feel are more predatory. And Tiffany let it out when she was a girl somehow. Maybe this is actually, what if this is what she gave birth to in the ritual? Maybe this is something the cult made, and the mask thing is something Simiodine made. You know? Maybe we're having two different divergent stories going on here. and what's going on with Simiodine and what's going on with this cult are like separating for now, and eventually will come back together later on. They're like connected in the idea that they're tampering with the same things, creating thought forms, but Simiodine might be doing it with like a technological way, and the cult is doing it through like a ritualistic practice, making different thought forms in different ways. What if she didn't let it, but what if she let it into her as a girl when she opened the door? I don't know, maybe. Maybe. But I mean, Tiffany grew up normal, right? I don't know. I don't know.
I think my skin is moving.
What the fuck?
What's going on? Charlotte! Charlotte! What's going on? Charlotte! 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 Charlotte!
That is a horrifying scream, brother. God damn. I think my skin is moving, and then we hear a scream like that. What the actual fuck? That actually was pretty terrifying. That was actually pretty fucking terrifying. True or false? Okay, I don't know about answering questions right now. You're about to be given an important test. This is made up of 5 statements. You will check true or false besides the corresponding number of each statement in your workbook.
This test is made up of 5 statements.
Jesus.
You will check true or false beside the corresponding number for each statement.
Bro, imagine being Troy. Imagine being Troy in that situation. Like, what the fuck just happened?
In your workbook. If you do not have your workbook, simply write 1 through 5 vertically on a piece of paper and write T or F beside each number. You will have 5 seconds to respond to each statement. Your test begins now. Statement number 1. This video
Oh, hello,
system
guy.
is
You're like right
physically
here.
changing your brain.
No, this video system is not physically changing my brain. False. He's getting closer.
This video system leverages the principles of neuroplasticity.
Oh, you know. Huh. What if watching this changes people into the creature that's on the video here? Because she said at the end she felt her skin was changing, and then we heard those screams. So maybe like the person that sits down and watches this creates the thought form, and then the thought form finds them, and then they get like the thought form like changes their body into them, or they use their body to become real or something. Huh.
The brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. Through these specific audio-visual stimuli and cognitive exercises, it's influencing specific neural pathways in your brain, thereby physically altering the structure and function of your brain in response to this experience. Statement number 2. Only a very small percentage of people will never betray their moral values, no matter the situation.
Only a very small percentage of people will never betray their moral values no matter the situation. I actually kind of feel like that's true. I feel like put in certain situations, people will fucking be like, nope, me first.
Under the right circumstances, such as intense peer pressure, survival situations, or psychological manipulation, it's proven that anyone can be made to betray even the strongest attachments to moral values. Statement number 3. Through your conscious mind, you make your own decisions.
Yes. Nah.
A large portion of human decision-making occurs at an unconscious level. The conscious mind rationalizes these decisions after the fact, making...
Yeah, but we still have the free will to change our mind and make the choices we want, even though we are programmed to, like, want to do things in certain ways. You know what I mean? Like, we're programmed for self-preservation, but if I wanted to, I could off myself right now. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. I have no inkling to do that, but it's a choice that I could make. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's trying to program us to the opposite of what we believe to be true.
The person believes they made a deliberate choice. Choice is an illusion. Statement number 4.
So again, like, I wonder if this is a situation. So like, I wonder if it's a situation because these things are programmed to, like, what we're watching right now was programmed for this woman, right? Jim's daughter. It was programmed for her to watch this. So what if it causes the person to create a specific thought form and then programs them, their brain or whatever, for whatever they're supposed to do as that thought form, and then the thought form takes over their body, and then they do whatever their programming is. What if that's what's going on here?
We all have immortal thoughts and desires, but it's critical to focus our energy on the positive aspects of ourselves so that we can be better people.
Almost kind of like they're creating like assassins, essentially, perfect assassin things or something. I don't know. This bitch is getting closer. I want you to back the fuck up.
The darkest aspects of your mind are part of a larger psychological entity that resides deep within your unconscious. This shadow entity cannot be reasoned with. It cannot be ignored.
Bro, this is going into that one SCP, the one we did just recently or whatever, where, you know, the O5 Council found out that there was some dark shit in the human psyche and that humanity needed to be wiped out. This is what this is going into right now. So if like the O5 Council like found out that this is what's happening, no wonder they wiped us out.
You cannot subdue it, lock it away, or eliminate it. Even attempting any such thing has the opposite effect, only making it stronger, darker, and more dangerous. Statement number 5. Opening the door to your shadow psyche and embracing your darkest urges as a part of yourself is the only way to live a fulfilling life.
Of course they're going to stay true to this. Open the blocked door. Interesting.
Testing complete.
Same as the little girl. Same as Tiffany. So are they trying to say that like in each of us, in each of our psyche and soul, there is like the darkest aspects of us are like a thought form that we can just manifest, and that's what's really trying to come out? Right, yeah, that's what Tiffany saw. The blocked door. Starting to get some Stranger Things vibes with this music here.
What you are about to experience has been carefully constructed in combination with previous exercises.
It may have been
to create a connection.
Or she might have been an unintentional like launching point for something else. Like she might have been an accidental thing that happened that allowed them to learn how to do this. You know, it might have just been an accident.
Action point between your conscious.
Because it seemed like that doctor was trying to hypnotize her and actually help her. He was trying to like persuade her from like looking at the man doesn't exist, you're alone, you know, trying to essentially kind of clear her psyche. But she was the one who was like persistent that no, there is a man there, etc., etc. So maybe it was a situation where, you know, accidentally through her, you know, psychological profiling, you know, whatever, they found out how to do this. You know? Right, exactly. So it might have just been like an accidental finding that they've now used as a way to create the thought forms.
Unconscious mind.
Or as a way to connect to that.
Section of this tape. Please.
Which also does, so like, I wonder if that means that, like, these thought forms are just creatures that are attached to us and that are somehow influencing us, but we have the conscious ability to, like, ignore them. And so this is trying to get us to tap into our subconscious where these thought forms, like, exist, and bring them out and have it, like, take over our bodies or something. I don't know. This is going into some other strange pathways here. Maybe that's what these different human cultures found in the mountain because the tall man is in all of us. Maybe. Maybe.
Watch and listen very closely.
And then it's like, how does that then tie in with the moon and, like, these protoplanets? Like, is it something where if they do a certain ritual on a full moon, like, this happens? Because the night where all the attacks happened and all the breakheads happened, we saw a full moon in the camcorder. And that's when we first saw the creature in the mask or whatever. So, like, is there something with the full moon that ties into this as well? You know, is that like where the werewolf, you know, mythos came from? Like, on full moons, people turn into the tall man creatures or whatever, and they go crazy and cannibalistic. And then when the full moon ends, they turn normal. Like, is that part of it? Is that kind of like where the origin of the werewolf mythos came from or whatever? Is from like this?
Do not look away or shield your eyes for any reason. Please remember.
Where the fuck is the dark dude here? He ain't here now.
Components to this process.
Yeah, fear and vulnerability is an essential component of the process.
Activation of the subliminal bridge will begin in 5 seconds.
What the fuck?
Hi, I'm looking for Ray Finkel. And a
clean pair of shorts. Kind of a funny time to get a sub notification, but thank you very much. Again, said it a million times. Don't know why that's playing when I have it muted, but starting to think they're running something with the tall man and the masked man in different alternate ways of doing the thought form. The tall man is the first thought form created by mankind. Masked man is a weapon made by Semiodyne. Maybe the cult worships tall man. Maybe. Maybe. See, this looks like the tall man right here. Like, the question I also still have is then, like, what is it that's in the mountain that affected all the construction workers and the excavation site the way it did? Because it mutated them into, like, other things, like, physically, and made them, like, evil and cannibalistic and all kinds of weird shit. So, like, is there something even worse down in the mountain? You know what I mean? That is actually doing all of this, and, like, maybe this cult and Semiodyne are just tapping into that, you know, evil, darkness, whatever. I don't know. Because all this part of the video we were told to rerun it, so Semiodyne doesn't want us watching this version. Right, exactly. I mean, yeah, he seems to have those kind of abilities. What the fuck, dude? Bro, your face is melting. I might want to do something about that. like, obviously we were being shown these images to like program us subliminally to something, but like, the fuck? You watching someone take a shower? It feels like whatever this is that we're supposed to be watching is supposed to be obviously like reprogramming us to do something, follow something, whatever. Right? And it's supposed to be like breaking down the barriers to release the darkness within, and so that the only way that we can have a true fulfilling life is to, you know, do all the dark things in our psyche that we repress and don't do. Like, we don't just go around killing and murdering and doing all these things. But, you know, I don't know. It definitely seems like it's trying to, you know, subliminally hypnotize and program us to do terrible things. How this ties into the thought forms, I don't know. I don't know if it's a situation where, like, again, it's trying to program us, and then somehow these thought forms are like take over our body and then do whatever the programming is. See, now this is like planetary, weird, cosmic shit. Somebody did some acid. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like someone's done a really bad acid trip. Yeah, they don't seem to be connected. Going through some kind of train railway thing here. This is like some fucking like Clockwork Orange MK Ultra shit going on now, dude. What the fuck is happening?
Activation complete.
Units clear. No sign of the smell rate. Kennels are empty too.
So this is supposed to be like body cam footage from the cop?
She said she had dogs here. Okay, well,
Proceeding to the basement. North Adams Police. Anybody down here? Jesus, it's dark in here.
You going down there by yourself, brother?
The fuck was that? Here. The fuck was that?
Sounds like some Predator shit.
Oh, God. What the fuck's that smell? Jesus Christ.
I really can't tell what he's looking at. Like it looks like ground and poles. Is this the thing? What the fuck, dude? She's got dogs like coming out of her like John Carpenter's The Thing. What is happening? And like her teeth? What the fuck is going on, dude? Like this is straight up out of John Carpenter's The Thing. Like straight up. Like what the fuck is going on here? She said she felt like her skin was moving and then she like this is happening. Like this looks like these like dog things are like coming out of her. Like what is going on, dude? Like her hand is all twisted and fucked up. Yeah. Yeah.
Well done on completing the TF2, Waking Your Subconscious, video cassette. Please allow your brain to rest for at least 12 hours before continuing this video system. Once you have rested and you are ready, enter the cassette labeled TF3, The Shadow, Communion and Assimilation. This is the end of this tape.
Okay. Like, this is going all kinds of places. I really don't know what to make of that at the end there. Like what? Seems like the dog got fused. Seems like she got fused to her dogs. Hence her skin feeling, yeah, right. But like, why? Why is the question? You know what I mean? Yeah, like I don't really know what to make of that. Like, what's the reasoning behind that, if anything? Is it just like, did the tall man like take over the dogs? And those were the noises we were hearing in general, and so the dogs like somehow got a hold of her and were trying to like fuse into her or something. Because like she was obviously mutating into something. Her teeth were more dog-like, canine-like. You know, it looked like, I don't know if those dogs were like coming out of her. It looked like they were like almost like a Cerberus kind of creature. There were multiple heads to it. Like, so I can find, yeah. Like, there's the head there. There's another dog head here. There's her, obviously, with her like teeth and shit different, and her eyes different, and like it looks almost like she's giving birth to it, right? Like her lower, I don't know, man. Here, oh yeah, I don't have the monitor up, so like yeah, there's the head there, the head there. You can see her teeth are different. Her ears are even more like pointy-ish. Like I don't know. I really almost don't know what to make of that. I'm not really sure what's going on with that there. Like, did the tall man again like possess the dogs, and then they're like trying to like become a part of her? Well, I don't know. I really don't know. It's kind of breaking my brain as to what exactly is going on here. You know what I mean? I don't really know. That's some fucked up shit though. Definitely some John Carpenter shit right there. Definitely some John Carpenter shit right there. Let me put the music on so we're not listening to nothing. Seems like she got fused to her dog since her skin feeling. No thanks, brother. It said it would change all you cherish. Something along those lines in the tape, and that love controls her flesh. So it's trying to like make her into something that she loves, and obviously she loves those dogs. So it's like turning her into the dogs, or trying to like fuse her with those dogs in some way.
The beaches are pristine, the food is superb, and the hotels.
Interesting.
There are countless things.
Okay. So then if that's the case, then like what happened to Tiffany, right? Because like obviously she loved her child. She didn't get turned into some kind of child, or like have the child fused to her. But I guess also that's could be something completely different that happened to her in comparison to what happened to this woman. But there's also the connection with Tiffany and this black door that releases whatever this dark thing is in the psyche. And this tall man obviously is some kind of creature that was stalking her premises, and they obviously have, you know, photo evidence of it going in and out of the building there, and it's different than whatever the masked mimic creature is that was killing people. And then again, also, let me see. I want to go through.
Communicate.
Yeah, here. You didn't see this before here. Kaushman, but this is what I want to go through this little bit here too here. So this is the construction people that were in the that went in there and something happened to them, and they had these mutations happen to them.
B3590. Rockford, Thomas. Malformations. Notes. Communicative. Patient prone to spontaneous violent outbursts.
Like, he is the most mild out of them, and he just starts having violent outbursts.
Treatment of heavy sedation recommended. Only communicate while patient is restrained or via intercom. Now,
I could see it going a lot of ways. Can't really say that much as you seem, as much as me. Just rewatched a lot. Also watched some breakdowns. Yeah, I definitely want to do some breakdowns of this. We still need to do a breakdown of the back rooms too.
Loading. Profile for patient. B9231. Washington, Samuel. Malformations. Notes. Communicative. Patient suffers from constant state of severe paranoia and delusions, resulting in unpredictable violent outbursts. Standard treatment ineffective. High dose xylazine is recommended.
So, like, whatever this is seems to mutate people as well, right? So, like, I'm trying to put together what happened to her with what's going on with these people, right? So, like, these are the guys that were in the excavation team that went into the mountain. So, like, what is it that happened to them that, like, turned them into this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's supposed to be something along the lines of, like, it, like, turns you into what you love or something like that, then, like, what does that mean for this stuff? To me, explain it's so powerful because it's so old. So many people are feeling with the energy and thoughts. What? Which one are you talking about? That one? It's true. Someone else type of love controls their flesh. To me, that explains why it's so powerful because it's so old and so many people are feeding it with their energy and thoughts. Oh, that the thought form was the first thing. That the Tall Man was the first thought form created from the shared human consciousness. I mean, I don't know. Like, it could be, but it's also like, so I do think the Tall Man is the thing that was trapped in the mountain because, again, Paul was saying there was something tall that was stalking them, and it could be what's, you know, mutated and changed these people. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's not about turning you turning into what you love, more like torn people. For Charlotte, she opened up the shelter for the dogs because she loved them. So the thought forms twisted them together. It could be like an idea of taking what you love and making it, trying to make you like hate it or whatever, you know, like in some way corrupt it and make it like the worst thing that could happen to you.
Only communicate while patient is restrained or via intercom. Now loading. Profile for patient. B6670. Herrera, Ramon. Malformations. Notes. Uncommunicative. Patient appears to be in catatonic state. Warning, patient may sit up very suddenly, without provocation, to projectile vomit at any staffing area. Patient's vomit is extremely corrosive and emits nerve gas. All treatments ineffective.
So, like, yeah, he vomits nerve gas that's extremely corrosive, and they have to wear special biohazard suits that don't break down and that won't expose you to the gas.
Studies must be conducted with full anti-corrosive gear and air purifying respirator equipped on all staff involved. Now loading.
But it's like, so like, I'm trying to just figure out, like, what is the connection with these people and all these mutations and what it's doing? Because, like, there's a lot of people here, like, these guys have been mutated in weird ways that do different things. Like, that guy vomits like a nerve gas that's corrosive. You got another guy that has been like physically mutated in certain ways and supposedly is like very polite and cooperative, but then will kill you and eat you and like is very maniacal while it's happening. And you have another guy that like is essentially like paralyzed, but and can't move, doesn't talk and do anything, but like has some kind of like pestilence that it spreads to everything around it. I don't know.
For patient B8816 Fleming, Charles.
Because the part was said in the glitch way the same way it mentioned his dot on the tape to Jim. Yeah, honestly, after the last video, I really don't know what's going on. Yeah, it ties some things together, but introduces more questions and answers. I mean, yeah, like I genuinely don't really know what's happening now after that. Obviously, there's some kind of cult that has something going on. and Simiodine is somehow tied to something going on. I feel like they're two separate stories that just happen to involve thought forms and stuff that's going on in this area.
Malformations. Notes. Uncommunicative. Warning. Patient will attack on sight. Do not interact. Immunity to pain. Patient exhibits cannibalistic tendencies. All treatments ineffective. Immediate euthanasia recommended. Now loading. Profile for patient. B4041. Oakhurst, Scott. Malformations. Notes. Communicative. Communicate with caution. Warning, patient actively pretends to be benevolent and friendly. Strong homicidal and cannibalistic tendencies. Killed and partially consumed 6 staff members on April 6, 87. Patient laughed hysterically during the attack. All treatments ineffective. Immediate euthanasia or permanent restraint for further study recommended. Now loading. Profile for patient. B7992. Kowalski, Edward.
Yeah.
Malformations.
They're somehow using thought forms in different ways. Like, it seems like Simiodine might have created a thought form that can go around and kill things to cover up stuff they're trying to do. And then maybe this cult has awoken and worship like some kind of creature that had been stuck in the mountains that previous, civilizations had discovered and worshipped or did for millennia or whatever beforehand. I don't know.
Notes. Communicative. Hazardous. Warning, patient possesses inhuman power of suggestion and influence over others. Do not interact.
So, like, you have one guy that can, like, vomit nerve gas that's highly corrosive. You have one guy that is, seemingly benevolent and friendly, but then kills you immediately and is cannibalistic and homicidally laughs every time. You have one guy that becomes immune to pain whatsoever and will just brutally murder things and eat people. You have this guy here who can essentially hypnotize people, right? Like he says, he makes people very vulnerable to suggestion, so he can get them to do things and probably come to him and then kill them and eat them as well.
All treatments ineffective. Immediate euthanasia recommended. Now loading. Profile.
And so, like, I think that these guys right here are the various people that on the night where all the break-ins and murders happened were the ones that got out and did all the break-ins and murders.
For patient. B1584. Rafferty, John. Malformations. Notes. Uncommunicative. Hazardous. Patient appears to be deceased. No vital signs. Patient's body not decomposing.
So, like, yeah, this guy appears to be deceased, but isn't. His body doesn't decompose. He has no vital signs, and he spreads some kind of, like, strange pestilence.
Warning, staff have become ill after even brief time spent in patient's room. Illness disregards protective suiting. Immediate quarantine required for all victims. Mortality rate post-exposure currently 92%. Survivors subject to rapid physical and mental malformations.
And so, yeah, anyone that comes around him gets mutated. Just by, like, being in its presence, so, like, maybe this guy was, like, patient 0 or something going in the mountain, then everyone else found him, and then have started to get mutated after that. But it's like, I'm just trying to figure out what the connection is between all of this shit. You know what I mean? It seems like there's not. It seems like these are all just kind of, like, random events. Like, is there something more in the mountain that's even, like, darker and worse? And, like, everything else that's happened afterwards are just kind of like side effects? Like, the tall man is actually some kind of, like, other side effect. The masked mimic creature is just some other kind of side effect that Simiodine and maybe this cult are tapping into. But there's still something even, like, greater and darker, in the mountain that, might still have some kind of something else that's going on with this that is just, like, allowing them, like, is it a situation where it's almost like, I don't know how I want to put this, but, like, they're almost kind of like asking the devil for help in some kind of way, you know what I mean? And it's giving them this. Like, I don't know how to like word what I'm trying to think of, but essentially like bargaining with the devil to get certain things, and like these are the side effect consequences. Like Simiodine, you know, may have found this thing and, you know, maybe made a bargain with it till it's like, okay, we want to be this, you know, corporation that is in control of, you know, people and information, and we want to be rich and yada yada. And so they made a bargain, and then the side effect, you know, is that they got this mimic creature that can go out and kill things and cover up anything else. But then there's other like harmful side effects with that. And then like, you know, maybe this cult is doing the same thing, and then the side effect is the tall man. And I don't know. And then like these excavation guys, they might just be accidental casualties of going down into this layer of, you know, hell or something, you know, I don't know. And they like, these are just random side effects of them being exposed to whatever's in the mountain. You know what I mean? Yeah, the mask thing was stalking them and was only active during the night. We don't know what happened to Paul right after his face getting all fucked up. Yeah, we don't. We don't know really what happened to Paul. We assume he just died with, you know, a lot of these people in some kind of like Event Horizon sounding thing with all the screams going on in the background. Greylock does seem to cover a lot of ideas. Yeah, it does. I mean, it seems like this could go a lot of different ways. Like, for real.
All treatments ineffective. Immediate remote euthanasia recommended.
I consider myself incredibly lucky to not be.
So yeah, and then like this guy goes on to talk more about, you know, whatever, and then we see the masked creature. All right, so let's play the end here for you, Couchman, just so you can.
I'm in here with my files. If something happens to me and you find any tapes or files somehow, please bring it to the investigator, Jim Melgren.
Yeah, so Jim Melgren is investigating this, who is the father of the woman that we just saw get turned into the fucking dog thing at the end of the video there.
Adams, that goes for this video footage as well.
So yeah, we think that this creature is mimicking the sounds of its victims. So like this is someone it killed. It mimics bird chirps. It mimics a little kid. It mimics a cop. So it's like, at least that's what I think. And me and Michael were talking about this when we watched through this. Is like, whatever this creature is, it seems to mimic its victims. See, it like mimics a walkie-talkie beep. Some kind of like pet bird there.
Come on out, it's the police.
And so like, yeah, that's the masked creature that we've seen earlier, right? And so like this creature clearly kills things, like just straight up kills them, right? It's able to mimic sounds and whatnot, and it just straight up kills its victims. Like he straight up just killed this dude here. We heard the snap, and we hear it like maybe munching on him. And then it mimics like a child saying that, so it seems like it killed a child. So like, This thing definitely like strictly kills whatever it's going after, which is very different than the tall man. So it's like, I feel like part of the story maybe is with Simiodine and this mass creature, and that being different than, you know, maybe there's maybe that's one thing, and then the cult and the tall man or something. You know, I don't know. Yeah, I definitely think the Simiodine and the mask might kill the archaeologists. Interesting. It's like the different sounds to try to get them to come out. Also interesting that the masked man can only mimic sounds, but the tall man actually speaks, like shown in the little girl's room and Charlotte. Yeah. Unless it's the same creature, but this is just it getting smarter, and then it's like able to talk. You know, I don't know. There's so many different things that it could be. Yeah, it definitely seems like it hit the archaeologist wasn't going to keep working for them anymore. Yeah. And he said he sent information to Jim. You know? So, and maybe this cult actually controls Simiodine? You know, I don't know, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's the same creature either. I think they're different creatures. So, I don't know, man. This is definitely very intriguing and is going in a lot of different ways. But what happened at the end of the last video definitely threw a fucking wrench in the mix, dude. What happened to that woman? That was, like I said, that was definitely straight out of John Carpenter's The Thing, dude. That was some freaky shit. So, I don't know. But we're gonna wrap up this video for now. That was Greylock Tapes 011 preparations for the guest, and 012 Waking Your Subconscious. That's it right now for the Greylock series. As more of these videos come out, I'll do more reactions to them to see what we can get. I'll probably do at some point in time a breakdown video going over, I guess, what's known now and what are some of the more prevalent theories as to what's going on in the Greylock universe. But I'm very intrigued to see more of what's going on with this. But links will be down below in the description to the Greylock playlist and channel. If you've enjoyed going through this with us, give the videos a like, and go over and give the channel a sub, and I guess stay tuned for more videos to come. If you'd like to join us as we go through these discussions and videos like this, as well as others in the SCP universe or Warhammer or whatever we react to, links are down below in the description, as well as a join button underneath the video. You can check out the YouTube membership benefits and see if any of those tiers have any interest for you. You can get early access to videos. You can come join us while we do live reactions. You can get priority on any kind of reaction requests you might have, sub Discord channels, etc. So take a look at those and see if you decide you want to take your support to the next level or not. But thank you very much for watching this. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're having yourselves a wonderful day. Consider leaving a like and a sub if you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.